Hey everybody, it's Cymone Williamson. Welcome back to my channel. This is all fashion, all lifestyle from my point of view. Thank you so much for checking me out today. And if you like what you see, I invite you to subscribe to be a part of my fabulous fashion community. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing 3 shoes, all from Net-a-Porter at 3 different price points to show you what I have as my summer essentials for feet wear. Today I have a box literally to show an unboxing. So last week I continued to shop for spring summer. Typically around this time, which is end of winter, is when you need to start gathering your looks and putting things together and determining how you're going to wear them, what your vibe, what your aesthetic is going to be for the spring and summer. Unfortunately, if you wait for the actual season to start shopping, some of the items that you really want may not be available. Now, I do want to give a disclaimer that sometimes you can find items on sale, or sometimes certain retailers and certain brands do restocks, but if there's something that you really want and you can afford it and it's within your price range, it is good to get it at the beginning of the season, because typically when you're buying something high end, there is only a limited stock, and we are also still in the midst of a pandemic, and so there's shipping delays and production delays, which all contribute to you being able to get that item that you want. And so whether it's luxury or not, you'll start to notice that most stores are starting to put out their spring summer collections. Go ahead and grab up what you think you need. Start thinking about how you're going to pair it together, because that's exactly what I did. So last week I went on Net-a-Porter.com, which is an online luxury retailer. They sell everything from Gucci to Balenciaga, even to Nike. It is a luxury lifestyle brand, and it is e-commerce focused, which means they don't have any retail stores. They are only online. And typically when I'm shopping for shoes, accessories, or bags, that's one of my go-tos, because they have everything. It's extremely curated, and a lot of things that I personally like, I typically always find there. So it's a go-to for me. If you are new to the luxury space, I definitely invite you to go on their website, browse, take a look around, see what you like, even if you're not in the market to purchase something right now. And then if you are looking for something that you want to purchase, typically you can find it over there. So check out Net-a-Porter.com. So as I was saying, last week I continued to shop for the season. And what I personally like to do is I like to control my budget by buying what I need for a particular season at one time. And I give myself an allotment of what I want to buy and what I can buy, and then I get it, I wear it throughout the season, and I don't typically go online and shop or go to the stores and shop just randomly. I may do a seasonal refresh and add a piece here or there, but for the most part, my looks for the entire season are really purchased the season before, all in advance, and then I wear them for the season, if that makes sense. I found for me, it's helped me curate my closet and be a little bit more minimal, force myself to wear what I have, and not always say, oh, I can just go run and get something. I can just go run and get something. No, you have a curated closet that was set up at the beginning of the season, and now you need to wear all of those items, put them together in different ways, like I talked about in my intro video, until the season is over, and then at that point you can decide, what to do with it next. So I'm talking a lot here. I feel like I'm rambling on and on. Okay, so now with all of that out of the way, now let's get to the unboxings. So as you can see, I have my box here. It shipped from netaporter.com, and I'm actually lucky because I don't live too far from the distribution center. So typically anything that I purchase, I always get it the next day, which is great because I can quickly open it, unbox it, try it on, see if it works for me. If it doesn't fit, I can return it. So that's just a little added perk that I get by living near the distribution center. As you can see, here is my receipt, netaporter.com. And inside they, okay. So on my next purchase, it's a little bit hard to see, but on my next purchase, I basically will get 15% off my next purchase. So that's always really helpful. They don't typically put these in the boxes, so that's good. And in the inside of the envelope, there is an invoice. So for today's unboxing, I purchased 3 items and I spent $1,580. So obviously for that much money, clearly this is me for the whole season, and you will see these shoes over and over again if they work out. So here's my invoice. It's a little hard to see, but there's my invoice. It's probably a good thing, has all my personal information on it. Okay, so inside of the box, you know, they sometimes also give out free samples. This particular one is a daily vitamin C sort of beauty product. So they'll typically give out high-end beauty samples and things like that for you to try in the box, which is also really cool because if you're into beauty or if you're looking for new items to try for skincare, you usually get to try luxury samples if you purchase something, which is super cool. They give you a free shipping label. So if these items don't work out, you can ship them back for free. And that is another sort of perk of when you shop at a luxury retailer. You always get free shipping and you always get free returns, which makes a big impact when you're deciding on if you want to buy something or not, especially if it's a little bit more on the expensive side. You may not want to take the investment if you know you have to pay for the return, especially when a lot of luxury retailers are international, or they could be far away from where you live. For example, if you live on the East Coast and you have to ship it all the way back to California and you have to get, you know, priority shipping and have a signature, that can get pretty expensive. So free shipping and free returns is also really important. And for me, it's something I consider when I buy any luxury items. So in the box, there's a lot of stuffing and bubble wrap. I appreciate that they wanted to protect my purchase. That's always helpful. And the first item that I want to show you for spring summer is a pair of flat sandals from a brand called Tkees. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yes, Tkees, Tkees sandals. So this sandal retails for $75, which in my opinion is a very budget conscious price point. It is a flat gladiator sandal, and it has a toe loop, so you don't have to worry about anything going in between your toes, which can be a little uncomfortable. And it has a wrap around the ankle tie closure. So $75, flat sandal. In my opinion, this is a summer must-have. And this is actually my second purchase of this shoe, so I am sort of revealing it to you. It is a sustainability, eco-friendly brand, so they don't have boxes, they just have dust bags. But 2 years ago, I bought this sandal. I wore it to death, literally. At the end of last spring, summer, I had to recycle it because it was worn so much. But that's what you should do when you spend money on anything. You definitely want to get your money's worth. And for this shoe, I did. It's just a simple wrap around the ankle style, very, you know, Grecian goddess. It went with almost everything. If I wore a long maxi or if I just simply wore jean shorts and a t-shirt, it worked out. And so this year, I decided to get another pair. I could have tried a different brand, but I just got another pair in just a lighter shade. So before I had it in like a cognac color. This is what they're calling natural. So for me, if you're in the market for a gladiator sandal that you want to last, you want the quality to be a little bit better than, you know, what you may typically find at an online fast fashion retailer, I think this is a really good buy. $75 entry price point. I had my last pair for 2 years, and keep in mind, I was like walking around Disney World and, you know, walking around New York City. Like, I did a lot of extreme walking, and they lasted me for 2 years. If you are someone who is mostly driving or Ubering and you're not doing a lot of city walking, yours would probably last longer. So this is the Tkees sandal. It is a gladiator style, and I got a size US 37, European 38. They fit me perfectly. It's extremely comfortable. The lace around the ankle on my last pair, to me, was just the perfect length. It wasn't too long where I felt like I had to wrap it around several times, and it became like it had too much material, but it also was just enough to give you that wrap around the ankle effect. So yes, this is my first summer must-have, is the Tkees Gladiator sandal, price point $75. So although I haven't tried these on yet, I know that I will like them because I've had it before. So this is like a little unboxing cheat. And my next item is from Saint Laurent. And another thing I want to mention about when you purchase from Net-a-Porter, they really take the time to invest in presentation. So every single item comes with this black bow, which is extremely pleasing to the eye, especially if you are purchasing this as a gift for someone. And then the ribbons can be reused. So obviously I've purchased a few things from this website, and I always just save the ribbons and I use them for kids' projects or other birthday gifts. So I like that they are thoughtful in adding the ribbon. It does add another small touch to your purchase. So this is what I would consider a mid-budget, mid-price point sandal. It is the Tribute Flat Sandal, and the style is relatively new. I believe this is the 3rd season that they have produced this sandal. This is not something I've owned before. I've always wanted it, but I was like, oh, I'm not sure. Last year, I decided to get the orange sandal from Hermes. And this summer, I was like, you know what? I really want to try it. It's simple, classy. So it is the Saint Laurent woven leather sandal, and it is a, I got it in this neutral cognac color, and it is a sort of take on their classic Tribute sandal. So they took their classic sandal and sort of put it in a flat form, which, to be honest, I'm super happy about, because wearing heels every day is just like not ideal. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to show you guys this sandal. So wearing heels every day is just not ideal. So the fact that Saint Laurent was thoughtful and made a flat sandal that gives you that same iconic structure at the front, but it's flat, it's more ideal. I absolutely love it. Each shoe came in its own dust bag. I love, love, love a good dust bag. These can also be reused for several different things. Like, you can hold jewelry in them. If you're giving someone a gift, you can, use this dust bag as well. If you have a lot of hair units, you can use these as storage. That's a little secret. So, you may want to put your good wig in Chanel and, your other wigs just, in any other random dust bag you have. But I like a good dust bag. Another thing about shoes that come with dust bags is that when you spend $500 on something, so this shoe retails for $595. So it's pretty pricey. you want to make sure that you can protect your investment. So when you're, in the car, you may want to just wear some regular flip-flops or a pair of, sneakers while you're in the car. You throw your shoes in its dust bag and take it with you. That way you helped protect it. Even when you're traveling in your suitcase, it's much easier and a better way to stay organized to keep the shoes in its dust bag and put it inside of your bag to help protect it, while you're traveling. So you'll hear me speak a lot about protecting your investments, making sure that you get longevity. And then, if you do decide that you want to resell some of your items, they will have more value if you have what's considered the collateral, which is the box and the dust bag. So I haven't had a chance to try these on yet. It's a very new purchase for me. I will make sure I update everyone and do try on videos, but really just wanted to spend today unboxing. So again, my second summer must-have is the Saint Laurent woven leather sandal. It is a classic take on their tribute heel, and I think it can be paired with a lot of different things, whether it's like a linen suit because you're working, or a nice dress, a mini dress, summer dinner, even a summer wedding. So in my opinion, the $600 is a great investment, and typically when I spend that much on a flat sandal, I keep it for several years, unless it's a trendy purchase that I just buy because I know that I intend on reselling it. So that is my second pick for summer from Saint Laurent. And my last item I have is Bottega Veneta. Alrighty, so if you've purchased something from Bottega in the last 2 or 3 seasons or 2 years, you know that they went through a rebrand. They're on Instagram as @NewBottega. And the stretch sandal and several other sandals in those collections are a part of their rebrand. Still keeping a lot of their classic woven style, but adding in some new elements like the square toe and different strappings around the ankles and things like that. So my last item that I have from my Net-a-Porter spring summer shoe must-haves is the Bottega Veneta stretch sandal with a sort of like woven pattern. So literally, I have not even opened this shoe box, but what I will tell you is that the higher the price point of the shoe, typically the more wrapping, the more extras, the more thought that goes into, how these things ship to a customer. So there's this small envelope that gives you like the care information, and this usually lets people know that you have an authentic purchase. If you're buying something secondhand, this is usually helpful because it can help you authenticate the item. There is also extra heel taps, which I think is great because if you wear heels at all, they can sometimes be hard to walk in. Your feet can be a little bit heavy from the repetition, and sometimes the heel taps tend to wear down. I've never had a luxury shoe, let me rephrase that. I've never had a luxury shoe where the heel tap just completely fell off, but I do walk really heavy and hard. And so I like that they give the extra taps because I can just go to my local cobbler and they can replace the heel taps and not compromise the aesthetic or the craftsmanship of the original shoe. Again, dust bags, and these dust bags are white, so there's 2 of them, and I wish you guys could feel these dust bags. Like, the material is so soft and so thick. Like the material of this dust bag alone is just so good. I mean, that's probably what we pay for when we spend this much money on a pair of shoes. So 2 dust bags, again, to protect your investment, just like I showed you on the Saint Laurent shoe. And inside of the box, we have the Bottega Veneta stretch sandal with the espadrille woven interior. So this is the 2021 refresh. For the past 2 or 3 seasons, they've just had standard colorways. I actually purchased this same shoe last year in a blue color. They typically have red, white. The gold was really popular. This season they did a refresh, which I think makes it feel a little tiny bit more casual, which is why I liked it. So this year I do plan on taking a few vacations, and I typically never wear heels on vacation. But with this, the heel is not super high. And with this interior that's more espadrille-like, I think it can make it a little bit more casual and beachy. So, you know, sometimes if you're on a beach vacation and you have on this like sky-high pump or sandal, like it just looks awkward or like you're trying too hard. But this I feel like is like casual, and it will go with almost everything that I bought for spring summer. So these are it. This is absolutely my favorite sandal. It's so flattering to the foot, even with the square toe, which I was a little bit skeptical about before. I do have to be honest. I had the blue one last year. I only wore it twice, but I didn't find that the ankle was super comfortable. Not that it was uncomfortable, but maybe my ankles were super duper skinny. But I felt that the ankle strap on me was really loose. So I will update everybody with a try-on video to see if this one is the same, or if Bottega Veneta had the ability to get feedback and sort of update the ankle. Not that I think they should just make things bigger or smaller based on what people say, but there is an ability to add more holes into the strap, and so maybe that could have been a compromise to accommodate people who have a bigger or smaller circumference around their ankle. So this is the stretch sandal. So that was the final shoe in my Net-a-Porter shopping haul, where I picked up what I consider to be spring summer must-haves. The retail of the Bottega Veneta sandal is $980, which is a pretty steep price point for a sandal. It is definitely a splurge. It is not my norm by any means to have every sandal that I have, or every even shoe that I have, cost that much, but it's extremely popular. I know that it will have resale value. My items came from Net-a-Porter.com, but you should definitely purchase yours from wherever, you know, these items are sold. If you liked what you saw today, but they're not within your budget, or you're not ready to jump out and splurge on a luxury item just yet, don't worry. There are plenty of great retailers that have similar styles for every price point. So don't feel the pressure to go out and spend a lot of money. But if you do want to splurge on something, I will have an updated video trying on the styles, giving you my thoughts and opinions on size, fit, color, what I like, what I don't like. This has been my first ever shoe haul / unboxing, and I hope you guys like what you saw. Leave me a comment below and let me know which style was your favorite. Would you splurge on one of these styles? I would love to hear from you. And stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can see my next video where I give an update if I made the right choice, if it was worth the splurge. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know what I think on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cymone Williamson Style, all fashion, all lifestyle from my point of view. See you on the next video.